everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I am doing a very requested video. I'm going to share some holiday inspired color combinations. In this video I'm going to share some different red color combinations. I'm going to add a little bit of a twist to some of them. Then we're going to move on to our greens. I'm going to share some beautiful blue color combinations as well as golds. I know everybody is always asking for gold color combinations, so I really wanted to make sure that I touched on that in this video, and I'm going to go a little bit in depth on that in this video, as well as sharing my color combination that I use for snow. So if you're interested in seeing some of my favorite color combinations for the holidays, stick around. This sheet here is available in my Etsy shop. This is the one I always use when I do these color combination videos. I do have a whole entire playlist of nothing but color combinations. In this video today, I am going to be using Prismacolors only because that is what has been requested and that is what a lot of you are using that are watching my videos, and because I am doing this one for the holidays. But in my future color combination videos, I do plan on sharing some combinations for the Artex pencils, which has been very highly requested, as well as some others. If you check the description box down below, you'll find links down there for my Facebook group, my email list, my Etsy shop, and my Patreon if you would like to support me there. I also now have channel membership. If you would like to find more information out about that, you can click the join button down below the video. Okay, y'all, I'm very excited about this video and sharing these color combinations. I just sat here and I put together a ton of different combinations. I've tested them all out. They're all beautiful. And I would like to go ahead and start with reds, because when we're coloring Christmas pages, reds are pretty important. So we could color those ornaments and Santa hats and stockings and things like that. So for this first combination, I have Crimson Lake, which is PC 925. Let's go ahead and lay that one down here so we could see what this combination looks like. The next color I have is Scarlet Lake. And this one is just a little bit of a brighter red. It looks really pretty when combined with the Crimson Lake. And then to finish it off, because we need a beautiful highlight on our Christmas ornaments or stockings or whatever it is we're coloring, I am adding in Blush Pink. But I think these colors are really beautiful together. I'm going to come in here and go the other direction so we could darken these colors up just a little bit and pull them together so y'all can really see what this combination looks like. And remember, when you're doing your color combinations or you're coloring on your coloring page, always make sure to pull up a little bit when you come into the lighter colors, especially if there's a huge difference in the values of the colors. But look how pretty that is. So for the next color combination, we are going to still pull in the Blush Pink, but we are going to swap out the mid-tone and the darkest color. So for this one, I have Raspberry. I thought this was a really beautiful color, and I'll go ahead and just lay that down here so you can see. And then I'm going to add Crimson Red, which changes it up just a little bit. It looks really pretty. And then I'm going to add on the Blush Pink, and now I'm just going to do a second layer and go the opposite direction so that y'all could really see what these look like together. Can you see how these are just a little bit different, and that raspberry really changes up the look? Once you put that on your coloring pages, you'll see a huge difference between the two. Let me go ahead and add another layer of that Crimson Lake, because I don't think that was dark enough, but I really want you to be able to see that color. So there, maybe now you can see the difference between the two. So now we're going to move on to the next color combination. I am going to use the Blush Pink again because I feel like that is the most beautiful pink to be able to use for a highlight on a Christmas page. But we are changing out the first two colors again to come up with another red color combination. And you can do this over and over again and just keep swapping out your colors, but use the same highlight color and everything will look very, very different. You could swap out your midtones, swap out your darkest color, and then just keep that highlight the same. So that first one was Crimson Red. I'm basically taking the Crimson Red and I'm moving it to the top now. And then I'm going to use my Carmine Red, which is a bright, beautiful, vibrant red. And I absolutely love this color. Look how gorgeous that is. And watch how pretty it is once I add on this Blush Pink to that. Let me go ahead and add another layer of that one. I think this one might actually be my favorite, but this would look beautiful on your Christmas coloring pages. So now we're really going to change it up because we are going to add in some oranges with our reds. This one here is Permanent Red, and it is a beautiful shade of red, but it does have a tad bit of orange in it, so it goes really gorgeous with oranges. And this would be really pretty if you were coloring a Christmas ornament. This is pale vermilion. Look how pretty that is. And then the color that I'm adding as a highlight color is salmon pink. And these two always look beautiful together. Now I'm going to come back and add a second layer of these colors. Look how gorgeous those colors are together. I absolutely love this one. I think this one and this one here are probably so far my two favorites. So I just really messed that up when I wrote down salmon pink, but just so you know, that is salmon pink. I'll have to come back and fix it later when I can grab my white out. So I have one more color combination, and for this one I'm going to use some reds that have a little bit more orange in them, and we're going to use the salmon pink again. So I have crimson red. So we already did over here use crimson red as our darkest shade, but we are using it again. And this time we're going to add in poppy red. Look how gorgeous this color is. This is a red that has a lot of orange in it, and it looks beautiful with the salmon pink. So let me go ahead and just put a second layer on this one. Look how pretty that is. So we've got crimson red, poppy red, which we hadn't used yet. I just really had to get that in there. It's just such a beautiful shade of red. And then salmon pink. So you can see how some of these colors we've really used interchangeably, and all of these color combinations are really beautiful and they would look gorgeous on your holiday pages. We are going to move into greens now, and I'm going to share a couple green color combinations that would be gorgeous on something like some trees that you may have on your Christmas coloring pages, or your ornaments or garland and things like that. This is the first green color combination I have. This is dark green, and I have grass green to add to that. This one, to me, just screams Christmas. It is the perfect shade of green. And then to that, I'm going to add in light green, because you definitely need that pop of highlight in there. But look how pretty this color combination is. I'm going to go ahead and add my second layer. Now, normally on a coloring page, I would definitely be adding more than 2 layers, but to save time in this video and so that I could share all these color combinations with you, I am only doing 2 layers. But I think that is just the most perfect green color combination. I absolutely love it. So here's another beautiful green color combination. This is marine green. This one has a little bit more of an olive tone to it. And to that, I'm going to add Kelly green. This would be beautiful if you have trees to color on a page where you may be coloring a Christmas scene. So that one was celadon green, and now this one is pale sage. But I really love these colors together. So let's go ahead and add the second layer. Look how pretty that marine green is. And it looks gorgeous with this celadon green. And then I really felt that pale sage was the perfect highlight color for this combination. So now for the next one, we are going to change it up just a little bit. And so instead of using the really bright highlight color, we are going to use something a little bit more muted over here. So I am using the marine green again. We're using the same color for our darkest color. And then here we're bringing in the Kelly green. And then for the last color, we are going to use the celadon green. And look how that just changes that up quite a bit. So I realized here I made a mistake and I actually wrote celadon green instead of Kelly green, but over here for this one that was definitely Kelly green. You can see they look the same, but we've got marine green, Kelly green, and celadon green now, so it changed it up quite a bit. Rather than having the bright highlight, we've got a more muted tone for the highlight color. And both of them are really pretty. I'm going to go ahead and add a second layer to this one. I really love how the celadon green really changed it up. It looks like the celadon green also has a lot of blue in it, but it's still green at the same time. It's a very different color. Now I have another really pretty green color combination, but I have changed out the darkest color and the mid-tone, and we're gonna go with the pale sage. So I've got Prussian green, and then I have sap green light, and the last one is pale sage. And look how pretty that pale sage looks when you add it with these other colors. Let's go ahead and add a second layer. So again, my Prussian green, this is a beautiful color. And then the sap green light, and the sap green light is a great color to use as either a mid-tone or a highlight color. It's light enough to get away with either, but I just love it with the sap green light. And this again would be beautiful on an ornament or trees or a garland. Okay, so I had one more green color combination that I wanted to share, but I was unsure if I was gonna run out of room because I really want to go in depth with the golds. Let's go ahead and see what happens, and if I have to grab another sheet for the golds, I'll do that. Because I do still need to share my snow color combination and then a beautiful blue color combination that I put together. So for this one, we're gonna change it up just a little bit from this one here. Here I use dark green, grass green, and light green, and I'm going to swap out the highlight color. So let me go ahead and lay down my dark green and then my grass green. For those of you that really just want a pop on your coloring pages, for this one, I'm gonna pull in spring green, but this is just going to give it a pop of color, and I just really needed to add in one combination for our greens that was like that. But hopefully this video is showing you that you could swap out your colors, even if it's just one color, to completely change the combination that you put together. But look how different it looks when you add that spring green on there rather than the light green. It just really looks like a whole different set of colors. I'm trying to give you all some options if you're coloring some pages where you really want your colors to just pop off the page, or if you want a page where you have just a little bit more muted tones. And hopefully you can get some ideas from me sharing these color combinations and even change them up a little bit from what I'm sharing. So this is a page that I did on my channel last year. It was a Christmas color along. I will link it in the upper right hand corner, the whole entire playlist, but there were tutorials in here for snow, how to create this cloudy background, and color combinations for gold. And this inspired me to share some blue color combinations in this video and really go more in depth with golds, because I feel like golds just add so much to your Christmas coloring pages. And you can see here that I did not use your typical colors. This is a Christmas page. There's no greens, there's no reds. And a lot of times when we think of Christmas, we automatically think of reds and greens. But we really do need to step a little bit outside of the box and get a little bit more creative when we're coloring some of these coloring pages for the holidays. Now this is a blue color combination I put together. It's not from the coloring page that I just shared with you. I just really wanted to show you where I got some of my inspiration and show you that you definitely will need blues for your Christmas pages. So I've got cerulean blue, and the next one I have is Blue Lake, and the last one is Cloud Blue. And these are just really pretty together. So I want to share one more blue color combination, and this one is going to be a little bit brighter for those of you that want some brighter color combinations for your holiday pages. I have True Blue. This is a gorgeous bright blue color, but it's still rather dark. And then for my mid-tone, I have Non-Photo Blue. Look how pretty that is. And this would be gorgeous for a Christmas ornament. I think I actually have a tutorial where I colored a blue Christmas ornament. If I can find that, I will link it in the upper right-hand corner so you can go check it out. Now I'm gonna come back and try to cover some of the white of the paper so y'all can really see what these colors look like together. But look how pretty that is. It really changes it up just by adding some brighter colors. And then of course the sky blue light that I'm using, that is the much brighter one of our three lightest blues that we get in the Prismacolor set. Okay, so now it's time to share some gold color combinations, and I'm going to share a couple and change it up just a little bit and show you some different ways that you could change up your gold color combinations. So the first gold color combination I want to share with you is Goldenrod. The next color I have is Sand, and for this one I'm adding Cream. So this color combination is really great for beginners because it's giving you only 3 colors. And this is for someone that wants to create a really gorgeous gold color combination, but wants it to remain a little bit more muted, but still have a pop of highlight with that cream. And I'm going to show you now in this next box how we're going to change this one up just a little bit to add a little bit more depth. And then I'm going to share another color combination with you that is a little bit darker. And then when we come to this last box, I'm going to use this one to show you how to add a little bit of a pop to your gold color combinations. And golds are really beautiful on your holiday pages because if you're coloring something like a Christmas ornament, putting some golds with some blues is really, really beautiful. They really stand out off of one another because they are so contrasting. And then also adding your golds in with your reds is really beautiful as well. And even golds with greens, I mean, really they go with anything, but when you put them with blues, they are so contrasting that they really just pop off of one another. Okay, so for this one, this is going to be a 4 color combination. So I'm gonna use this 3 color combination box and we're just gonna turn it into 4. Now, if you look at this color combination over here, where we've got the goldenrod, the sand, and the cream, if we were to do this on a coloring page, we would probably want a little bit more depth added in here. So we are going to use the chocolate to do that. Now I'm going to lay it down here in the order from darkest to lightest. But when you're using this on your coloring page, you really want to come in and go really, really lightly just at the edges of the areas where you want a little bit more depth with the chocolate. And if you would like to see me do a video where I demonstrate that and use this color combination, I would be glad to do that. Just let me know in the comments below. But the first one I have is chocolate, and then the goldenrod, and then again the sand and the cream. Okay, so I grabbed my whiteout and I went and fixed all of my mistakes. Here where I had Celadon green instead of Kelly green, I went and fixed that one. And then here where I had the typo with the salmon pink, I fixed that one. And then here I went and took out this line so that I could make this a 4 color combination rather than a 3 color combination. So we've got chocolate, goldenrod, jasmine, and cream. And now I'm going to change it up just a little bit. I'm going to show you another color combination that looks a little bit darker than the one that I shared here. Okay, so we're still going to use the goldenrod. So I'm going to lay that down right here. But this time for our mid-tone, we're going to use the yellow ochre. So I might have accidentally picked up the wrong color. So I went back over that and laid down the goldenrod. And then for the last one, I have the jasmine. So you can see how these colors are fairly close to one another, but this is going to make for a darker gold color combination. So I'm going to lay another layer of that goldenrod and then my yellow ochre and lastly the jasmine. And then if you were to come in on this one and add that chocolate up there, that would be a great way to add a little bit more depth. And if you wanted to with this one as well, you can also take the cream and you could tack the cream onto there as well and turn that into a 4 color combination. But I want to show you now how to take something like this and really add a pop of color. If you were doing this on your coloring pages and you were trying to create a gold that you wanted to be much brighter, you can lay this next color combination down on your page so that you had a pop of highlight in certain places. So I'm going to turn this one again into a 4 color combination. Actually, let me go ahead and do a 5 color combination because I really want to show you what the chocolate would look like if this was added in here. And since I don't have another space left, we're going to go ahead and turn this one into a 5 color combination, and I'm going to tack that highlight pop of color down onto the bottom. Okay, so we have the chocolate, which we would use for quite a bit of depth. And then next we would have the goldenrod. Then we would have the yellow ochre, then the jasmine. And you could always come in here, like I said, and add the cream in there. But if you really want a much brighter gold, I love using the deco yellow. And that would really make it pop. Now let's come back in here and just add a second layer. But look how gorgeous that is. So I'm going to come in here with my white out and just take out this line so that I can make it a 5 color combination. So we have chocolate and then goldenrod. Next is yellow ochre and then jasmine. And I need to take out this line. And then we have our deco yellow. Look how beautiful that is. And we just changed it up quite a bit as we went from one to the next to the other. But that should give you an idea of how to put together some of the best gold color combinations, whether you are a beginner or you are more advanced. If you are more advanced, I would recommend doing something like this. And if you're a beginner, you can choose this one or this one to start. And then you can just play around with it and see what you can come up with. So I ran out of room over here on my color combination sheet, and I really wanted to show you my color combination for snow. So the color combination that I'm sharing with you for snow is the color combination that I used down here. And so I'm just going to show you what colors those are, and then I'm going to link that video in the upper right hand corner so that you can go and watch that video so that you could see how to lay the colors down. But the colors that I have are slate gray. The next color in the combination is 10% warm gray. The next color you would use is blue slate. And then I have sky blue light. This color is going to add just a little bit of some highlights to your snow. And then of course you're going to have to use white. And you can probably barely see that one on the white paper. But those are the colors that you would use for snow. I'm going to link the video in the upper right hand corner where you can go and see exactly how to lay them. But the other thing that you're going to need is a Posca pen, because to make the snow have that fluffy effect, to actually look like snow, you do need to pull out your Posca, and then after you get these colors laid the way that they should be laid, you need to do this with your Posca pen and add a little bit of depth and dimension and give it that more realistic look. I really had a whole lot of fun coming up with these holiday inspired color combinations. I hope that they are helpful to you. Of course, these don't just have to be used for your holiday pages. You can use these color combinations and carry them over all throughout the whole entire year. But I really wanted to put the focus on the gold color combinations in this video because I know so many people ask for those all the time, and I wanted to make sure that I gave you many different variations and things that you can try whether you're a beginner or you're more advanced, and I hope that that was helpful. Everything you've seen me use in this video will be linked in the description box below. I will have a link down there for this color combination chart. It is available in my Etsy shop, and right now I'm having my holiday sale, so you can pick this up right now for 25% off, and you could print it as many times as you need to and use it over and over again. I like to take these and put them inside one of those clear covers, and then I like to keep them all in one place in my binder, and they just become really, really helpful because it takes all the thought out of putting together color combinations when you sit down to color a coloring page, and you can just pull some of the color combinations and just sit and color and relax. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Happy coloring. Bye.